Hello everyone, it's Chantel and welcome to another video. I have a market coming up this Saturday and it is Monday. And I've been stressing, I don't feel like I have enough stock, so I've been trying to think of things that I can make really quickly that are kind of market friendly. And that, when I came up with this adorable little scrubby. So one of the recent times that I went to Michael's, I found out that they carry Lion brand yarn, a stitch soak scrub. This isn't sponsored, but it's plasticky, perfect for making little scrubbies. And I'm so happy with how this turned out. I'm making a whole bunch. I haven't woven in the ends of this one yet, but I think it is so cute. And so to help you all out, because it's the summertime and you may have a market coming up as well, this is a very quick and easy idea. You do not have to use this kind of yarn, especially if you want something a bit more organic. You can use a cotton yarn. That is what I would recommend. I personally have some cotton yarn, which I will also be using to make these. I just like how gritty this is, good for scrubbing. So I will also be releasing a PDF version of this pattern to my Etsy, Chantel. And then just for your reference, if you want to use the exact same yarn as me, using the color Blue Indigo. And just like with all of my other tutorials, please be sure to check out the video linked in the caption. I might also link it on screen for a stitch overview in case you don't know all of the basic stitches, like a double crochet. In this video, I will be using a double crochet, a magic ring, a chain, front post double crochet, and back post double crochet. If you don't know what the last two things are, no worries, I got you. I'm going to be doing a very slow tutorial of that in this video. But without further ado, let's get started. This yarn is weight 4, a medium weight, and I'm using a 4mm crochet hook. You don't have to use the same if you don't want to, but that's just for your reference. So to start, we are going to make a magic ring. And then we are going to chain 3. And this will count as our first double crochet. And then you are going to work 11 double crochets into the magic ring. So you just yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. So then there will be 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2. And you're going to do that until you have a total of 12 double crochets, counting the initial chain 3. Then once you've done that, just close up your magic ring by pulling on this short tail. So then it's closed. And then in the third chain of your initial chain 3, you are just going to insert your hook and do a slip stitch. And that is your first row complete. Now getting started on the next row, we will once again chain 3. And this will be our first double crochet. And then in this chain 3, or the double crochet from the previous row, we're going to do a back post double crochet. So to do that, you simply yarn over, insert your hook in front of the double crochet, yarn over, and pull through. And then when you have 3 loops on your hook, going to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. And then we are just saying that this initial chain 3 was also a. And then moving on to the next stitch, we are going to do a. So to do that, you are going to insert your crochet hook behind the double crochet, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over, pull through. And then we're going to do that again. We are doing 2 to this. So once again, inserting your crochet hook behind that same double crochet from the previous row, just going to yarn over, pull through, and finish your double crochet. And this is how we are going to get that effect of having some stitches kind of in the background and some in front. You're just going to continue going back and forth between a front post double crochet and a back post double crochet. So once again, we're going to yarn over, come in from the back, in between the stitches, insert your crochet hook in front of the double crochet, then come back out on the side, and then finish your double crochet. Do that again. Insert your hook in front of the double crochet of the previous row and finish your double crochet. Then just one more. Then in the next double crochet, we are going to do another front post double crochet. So you are going to yarn over, insert your hook starting from the front, have it go in behind the double crochet, and then finish this row's double crochet as normal. Once again, inserting your hook behind, finishing your double crochet like that. So you are going to continue that process around, doing 2 back post double crochets and then 2 front post double crochets, till you have a total of 24 stitches. And then once you have finished that row, you're just going to slip stitch into the 3rd chain of the initial chain 3, and then you are done row 2. And getting started on row 3, you're once again going to chain 3. This will count as the first back post double crochet. In the next stitch, we are going to do 2 back post double crochets. And then working into the front post double crochets of the previous row, we are going to do 1 front post double crochet into the first, then 2 front post double crochets into the second. So it will be difficult to tell the difference between the stitches. So I recommend just taking your time with this. And then going on to the next one, we are going to do another back post double crochet, then into the next stitch, to the next back post double crochet from the previous row, we are going to work 2 back post double crochets. Then in the next one, which is a front post double crochet, we will work 1 front post double crochet. And then in the next one, we will work 2 front post double crochets. Then you're just going to continue that process around until you finish the row. You should have a total of 36 stitches by the end of the row. And then once you have finished row 3, you are once again just going to slip stitch into the 3rd chain of your initial chain 3. And then you're just going to continue that pattern. I will have the instructions on screen here. You're just going to continue going back and forth between working in the back post only and the front post only, doing a standard increase of 12 stitches per row. I ended up increasing to 84 stitches around, and it's about the size of my palm. I like this size for a scrubby, but depending on the gauge that you use, like with your crochet hook and your yarn, you may want to do more or less stitches than that. So as you can see, these are all of the back post only double crochets, and these are all of the front post only double crochets. I'm now going to quickly show you how to weave in your ends, because I know a lot of people struggle with that. My method is by no means the best method in the world, but I find that it does work. So if you have a different technique, feel free to use that. and not mine. So I like to weave through the front and back loop only, the front and back loops of the stitches of my final row. Just going in between all of the stitches. So this is the tail woven in, and then you can just cut off the excess. Then you can do the exact same thing with the loose thread here. Just quickly do that. I like to weave it in through the magic ring, behind the stitches of the magic ring, so then you can't see it. Just like this. Then once again, you can cut off the excess. And that is what your finished scrubby should look like. So this tutorial was very crash course. You basically only need to know how to do a front post double crochet and a back post double crochet along with a slip stitch. So I hope you're able to understand the pattern and that it's very repetitive. You can just keep going. You just add more front post double crochets before doing a front post double crochet increase. You do more back post double crochets before doing a back post double crochet increase. Once again, this is what the finished product should look like. You should have some stitches kind of in the back here and some in the front. So then it kind of has this peppermint spirally effect. I really like the way that this looks. If you have any questions regarding the pattern, please leave them in the comment section below. I'd love to help you out. It is quite straightforward, seeing as it's the same stitches over and over again. So be sure to just watch a couple times, especially for the first couple steps, as you start to understand your front post double crochets and your back post double crochets. Let me know in the comments if there are any other videos like this you'd like to see, maybe even some market tips. Since I am going to be having a market on Saturday, hopefully I'll remember to vlog it because it's going to be very exciting. It's going to be very hot, but that's okay. Just a reminder to subscribe, give this video a like, also drop a comment, asking any questions or leaving any suggestions for future videos. Be sure to follow me on my socials, _crochantel_ for all things crochet, and Chantel E. Lacey for some of the personal shenanigans that I get up to. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!